Hi guys, Nice Fish Wild here, and I'm finally back with another video. Um, but before I start off about this video, which I'm going to do a preview of a new knife that I've got pretty recently, about a couple weeks or so back, and But before that, I'd just like to do a quick update of myself. I want to thank a viewer, maybe a subscriber of my channel, and he goes by the nick Style Axis Original, and I'm gonna put his nick down below in the comment box. I'm I really appreciate his private message to me. I haven't been doing videos for a few weeks now, as you guys know, and he was in a private message to me. He said, "Hello KFW, nice fish wild for shot. I do hope you'll receive this message. I'm just wondering if you are okay. You haven't been around for a few weeks, and I'm hoping this message finds you in good health. I'm just one of your channel watchers, by the way. Take care and be well. Signing." Okay, so I really appreciate this private message asking me how I'm doing. As you can hear from my voice, I had been sick for more than a week, while I was also busy with wedding preparation and work. I'm finally getting much better now. So, being so busy with my wedding prep, my work, and my health wasn't that good, and so I'm finally getting back to speed on videos. I'm not going to leave you guys hanging without videos for too long, and I really appreciate the kind of support that I do get. So thanks guys, double thumbs up, and in this video I'm going to do a preview of this knife, my latest knife, and this knife is by Chris Cody, the owner and maker of C3 knives. This knife is a custom knife. Viewers of my channel should know that most of my knives are custom knives, and I'm a fan of fixed blade knives. This knife is called the SouthernCross, which is named after one of my good friends, YouTube nick. His name is Mick, and he's a great guy, very good friend of mine, and he's a very knowledgeable knife guy. He has quite a number of videos, and to me they are interesting and also very educational and knowledgeable, rather educational, His tests are very real world, and he puts his knife through good practical use. This knife is named after him, but the maker is Chris Cody of C3 Knives. This is the first knife I've got from Chris. Partly because this knife is named after one of my best YouTube friends. So I decided to give this knife a try. And I must say, first off, the fit and finish is good, I would say. Very good fit and finish. Not the most top notch, but I'm not expecting that. But well, I must say, by my standards, I'm very happy with it, the fit and finish. And on this knife, the scale, this wooden scale is redwood burl. I believe it is an American wood, and this should be the burl of the California redwood, which is a giant tree, if I'm not wrong. That's what I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think the wood, the burl, is very beautiful. Looks kind of apocalyptic to me. A bit fiery. But by the way, these scales are all, you can choose the type of wood for your scales. If you order a knife from Chris, and he'll do a good job, whatever the wood is, I believe. He takes pride in his work, and the results are pretty good, I would say. Mine happens to be this, this wood. So, before I go on, anyway, this is just a preview of this knife. So I'm going to talk about just a few things, because I've not really tested this knife, well, in any way, because I don't have time to get out to test it at this moment. However, from my immediate observation, I can see that Chris does know how to do his convex grinds, and mine is ground thin, as you can see. I'll try and do a focus up close. Okay, as you can see, mine is thin. This is intended as a fishing knife, fishing hunting, but I don't do hunting right now. Just fishing for me, and So the steel on this knife, and on most of Chris knives, is 3V steel, as you can see from the stamp over here, half gone because of the higher grind. But anyway, and this is his logo, by the way. A circle, a full circle with a 3 inside. Okay, that's his company logo. So Chris uses 3V steel mainly, and 3V steel is known to be very tough, a very tough, strong steel. So it can take very lean grinds, very fine grinds, whatever you call it, and because of the property of the steel. And I've heard from Kylie as well that this steel is very hard to grind. It takes a long time. Okay, so it must be a tough steel, good steel. It should hold its edge pretty well as well. However, chips on the edge might take longer to fix if you are not careful and end up with a chip. However, because mine comes with a thin grind, whatever chips or a slightly blunt or slightly damaged tip would be easy to repair. So that is the advantage, I would say, of having such a thin grind. I would say this is more suited for a dedicated fishing knife. I do not know that much about how these compares to something uh, tougher, like I mean something with a thicker grind, like this, for example. Okay, and well, as for woodwork, I cannot comment at this point. So, um, I hope you like this preview of the knife. This is my leather sheath that came with it. Um, I have tried it on my belt. I love the belt loop, and this is a huge thumbs or double thumbs up for you, Chris. Thanks for this sheath that came with my knife. Uh, well, it's something extra, okay, and well, it's probably in the price for me as well. So, um, but I do not know about the sheath when you get it from Chris. Well, I heard he's going to source for a good maker of kydex sheath for his knives in the future, and I believe whatever the case, if you get a sheath from Chris, you'll have some options, or at least good sheaths to go with. But they might come at a price. I'm not sure. Anyway, if you're watching this video and I've spoken to Chris. He's a relatively new knife maker. No, he's been making knives for some time, but I think he turned pro maybe like 1 year or so ago, and I think is doing this full time now. So I thought to lend him my support as well, and you guys might want to support him. His work, especially with this first knife of mine from him, the SouthernCross Hunter. I'm really pleased with his knife, and I think this knife is pretty worth it. I think it is a good knife. The handle is very comfy, extremely comfortable in my hands. I think small to medium hands will really find this comfortable. Not too sure, for larger hands, but um, well, you can always discuss your designs with Chris, because I find him, pretty good to work with. Very good to work with. You can always discuss with him, and he can make modifications and changes for you, because he cuts out his blanks by hand. So, anyway. Speak to Chris. I think you will, be pleased with his service as well. And I've spoken to him. I told him, why not, try to help you out in this way. For those people who are watching this video, and if you ever want to get, whether the SouthernCross or any knives from him, just give him the code Knives Fish Wild, my YouTube channel nick, and I've asked him to, I've pleaded with him to give you guys a $5 discount. I know it doesn't sound big, but it does help you with some discount of the shipping, especially if you are a international buyer like me. Oh, by the way, if I have not mentioned, Chris is from America. Okay, so $5 off if you get if you tell him nice fish wild in your orders. I'm pretty happy with this knife actually. The sheath is lovely, and this is going to be one of my favorite fishing and outdoors knife. And I'm going to test it for the next few months, and I'll give updates on it whenever there is. Okay, not gonna baby this knife, just gonna really use it and see how the fine grind holds up and the fine tip holds up. I heard this steel is quite a miracle steel, so we'll see. Okay, and I just thought to take out this folder over here. This is one of my collection folder. The scales are wooden scales, Ambonia burl. It's a beautiful folder in my opinion. It's a Lone Wolf custom, the old Lone Wolf, and this is 3V steel. If you have been following my channel, you would have seen this knife before. What do you call that? The what's that? The clip is removed for comfort, and also the clip and all the screws on this knife, they are all gold plated, by the way. A beautiful knife in my opinion. The handle is extremely comfortable, but this I think the it's really matching the wooden handles on both this knife and this. Pretty cool, I think. Well, this video is getting much longer than I initially intended, so I'm going to end it soon. But these two knives are gonna be, cool outdoor knives. This one is much heavier. This is the one and only CKC Thrive Bushmaster version, and a prototype, and it's in the N690 steel. But you can see the the big difference in the tip. Let me just put them together closely. Okay, you can see that one is really fine, the 3V steel one from Cody, while the other from Kylie has a much beefier and stronger tip. So different qualities to the knife. This one has its own characteristics. So these knives have character, I think. I'm pretty happy with my knives. And this latest knife, it's a pleasure to me, to own it. And you're going to see updates on this knife. So do check out Mick's videos as well. His nick is SouthernCross 100, SouthernCross 100, and I'll put his nick as well in my comment box below. And it's a kind of a shout out to this great friend of mine. Well, his videos have small viewership, in my opinion, but I think that's a great pity, you know. His videos really deserve a lot more viewers, because, you know, my videos compared to his, I think, are just crap. Well, I think he's the guy to watch, you know. Very, very knowledgeable guy, you know, a very skilled knife user, and he's an experienced bush person, you know, not that kind of bush, but the Australian bush. And um, well, uh, yep. So I think it's worth watching if you are into serious knife stuff. And well, he's a good fisherman as well, and he's put up many fishing vids. And I believe a lot of great effort goes into making those vids, because it's taken high definition. And so big shout out to him. And also, before I forget, just another shout out to Style X's Original, who sent me a very nice private message asking me how I am. So thanks, my friend, and you take care as well. And just lastly, also, Kylie's birthday is just over a few days ago. I rang him up and had a nice chat with him. I haven't caught up with him that much recently because of all the business. But we do chat in private and talk to each other. All's good, and I hope your hand recovers soon. Well, Kylie had a funny hand injury, so take good care, bro. And saw your daughter in the latest patina vid, real cool. um, and yep, so rock on, my friends. And oh yes, just another special mention, Trader Joe's, another of my great YouTube buddy. I got a couple of fishing reels through him from America, and I have it ordered through him, and he shipped it to me, because that seller doesn't ship to my country. So all these are really great efforts, and I truly appreciate it. So thanks, my friends, and well, let's stop here. And YouTube, you rock, and keep rocking. Okay, take care. Bye bye.